And then even like the ha that's pronounced wa and the fucking wo that's pronounced o.
Hmm.
I got enough on my plate already. We don't need any koto guys. I cannot eat the apple. 私はリンゴを食べることができません.
Damn, that's so. Oh, they just picked like the longest way to say.
These are all Google Translate, right? Like this shit is all
What?
over the place.
Wait, what's the English sentence?
I cannot eat the apple.
I cannot eat the apple. And they said リンゴを食べることができません.
Yes.
But you could also just say リンゴを食べれません.
Yeah. I understand
Yeah.
that.
食べること koto is just like it's unnecessary because it's like the act of eating that just versus like eating that.
Okay. Fuck. This is why I need you, not just fucking Google, Chat GPT.
Yeah. 食べる that koto is unnecessary because that'll just fucking confuse you.
Okay. So can you say it one more time? I cannot eat the apple. That way you would say it normally.
リンゴを食べれません.
食べれません. 食べれません. You changed the ru to a re. And
Yeah.
then could you also,
Adlay is replacing 食べることが. So
yeah,
instead of saying 食べる, if you食べる, you need to put the ことが, or else you couldn't just say 食べるできません. That wouldn't make sense. But if you change
okay.
that ru to a, it just replaces all of that.
Yes. Okay. So could you also say ringo taberi, no. Ta, tabere janai? Tabere nai?
リンゴ食べれない. Yeah, that would be the most casual way to say it.
Tabere nai is the most casual.
And then
Tabe,
that would can't eat apple. Like I can't. Like if you're trying to say like I'm allergic to apples, like リンゴ食べれない. Like I can't eat apple.
that's how you say, okay. Okay. And then sorry, the way that the middle version one is ringo. Man, I don't know why I always say ringu. Ringo
リンゴ
ringo o tabere
ません.
tabere.
Yeah.
Okay. That one makes sense too. All right, this is the last one. I have eaten the apple. 私はリンゴを食べました.
リンゴ、うん、リンゴを食べました. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Is there another way? Is there like a more natural way to say it?
No, that's リンゴを食べました.
Okay. Is it is there a different way to
Uh,
say it?
casual would be 食べた. リンゴを食べた.
リンゴを食べた for past tense.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sentence is past tense though, right? I have eaten the apple.
Exactly. Yeah.
食べました. But yeah, ました or た.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So I guess because okay, so like in English you can say I ate the apple or you can say I have eaten the apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have those two different kind of things in Japanese, or it's just リンゴを食べました、リンゴを食べた?
I ate the apple. I haven't. Like, yeah, you could, but it would be similar to what that sentence was earlier, like 食べること. You can add that kind of
Ah,
stuff.
okay. Okay, so that's another one of those things I'm not going to get into until I get
Not,
more intermediate.
yeah, we need to know. Yeah, that together you can forget about the koto.
Okay, sick. That was one of the things with Spanish too, have, like I have done it, or how have you been? How
Mm-hmm.
whatever, like I definitely learned that like last out of all the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So fuck yeah. So yeah, that was all the cards or all the 13 sentences. So dude, that was super helpful, man. Like figuring out like how the sentences come together.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
good because yeah, that was our second time going through that kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to you a week or two ago.
Mm,
Yeah, but even like that time when I first sent it to you, I was like, bro, I have no idea what I'm looking at.
right.
I just I just literally like put the English into Google Translate and then I just sent it
Mm-hmm.
to you asking like, is this totally off, you know?
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that's a huge deal, like knowing, like that koto. right? And
Yeah.
like when things are Keigo,
Because if
when
you remember that, then that would just throw you off for like thinking like, what the hell is koto? And like, yeah.
yeah,
Whereas that doesn't matter. It's like you're continuing what you already know, whereas instead of just throwing in something fucking new that like, what the fuck is this?
yeah. Exactly, exactly. I'm already confused enough with the double negatives and the fucking knees and the O's and all that
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then even like the ha that's pronounced wa and the fucking wo that's pronounced o.
Hmm.
I got enough on my plate already. We don't need any kotogas.
Yeah. So we'll definitely, yeah. Anytime there's stuff like that or like Keigo, those are the ones you can definitely leave out. It'll
Yeah.
only make things more complicated if you try to think that it's part of it.
Okay. Yes, yes, for sure. But then I'm definitely gonna try to keep the like the middle polite. Not formal,
Yeah.
but
The
polite.
middle's Yeah. The
Yeah.
middle will be the base what's that we need to cover, and then I'll correct you on to know the middle. And then the casual, I can tell you there's also this casual way of saying it, but
Okay.
the the base where you'll never go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna focus on
And
that
it's
in the middle.
very either. Like
Say again?
Keigo is I said you'll be okay with it, but it's not anything that's unnecessary.
Right. Right. Compared to the Keigo stuff where
Right.
unless I'm like hanging out with the Emperor, it'll be pretty unnecessary.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. Who else uses that kind of talking?
Well, just like for instance, like say like my boss was like a fucking super just strict and like I just had to speak to him in the most like fucking like a chauffeur if I was like really like a suit and tie chauffeur and just I had to so any position like that like if you're ever talking to the president of the company and you've never met them you just need to and some like interviews maybe they might be impressed if you speak Keigo or
Okay.
but
So
yeah
the average Japanese person knows like is completely knows how to speak that way.
most people kind of know how to speak it yeah
Okay. Is it kind of like fuck, I don't even know because I don't really know like English culture that much, but is it kind of like the Queen's English or something like that? Like
kind of
just like soup or even I don't know how like people like high maka maka kind of people like just have like this different way of talking like
yeah
but it's not necessarily considered that because it's kind of like has a negative connotation in Western culture. Like, oh, that person's like stuck
Mhm.
up. That person's like, whatever. Does it kind of, or does it not have that in Japan?
It doesn't have that, but if someone's speaking like that, it's like if you see some lady speak like that, like, oh, she's like a madam, or like, they're just like, yeah. There's people that speak like that just because they think they're someone that needs to be speak like that, so they speak like that themselves.
Okay. So
But
you might encounter people
it's
just on the street talking like that.
you might,
That's cool. I have no idea what they're talking about.
or like if you go to a really expensive restaurant, the waiter might talk to you like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. I definitely like noticed that. I mean, I haven't been to that many nice restaurants in the West, but like when like people are calling me sir and like,
Mhm.
whatever, it's like, oh man, that's okay. Yeah.
You might hear it because like some taxi drivers use it too. Like because I mean Japan in general, it's no matter what the job or tip is, there's no tipping. So like people just provide the most highest service
Right.
regardless. If it's like a service kind of job like taxi or I don't know, like something like that, like check-in, the hotel front might talk to you like that as well if it's a nice
Right.
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm not gonna know what the fuck they're talking about if they talk to me like that. Well,
Uh,
I'm staying at a nice hotel, so I don't gotta worry about it.
For the most part, you'll be able to put it together though, because it won't be completely. It's just like the endings, instead of like wakaranai, it's just wakaranakereba naranai. So you just be like, oh, like think that's what they said. Like didn't hear what you said the last half, but
Right. So I'll be like following, and then when it falls off, I'll be like, oh, that's probably Keigo.
mhm.
Okay.
It's like it's like it's kind of like Roger or like okay, like to tell someone like if someone like messaging like or tells you something just to tell them like okay, got it. Like yokai is to understand. So
Okay.
I use it a lot in mail because if my boss tells me something to tell them like instantly. not just tell them okay, because like okay is kind of just rude. Like telling them okay, got it is ryoukai. And
Okay.
ryoukai shortest, it's a two kanji word. But then adding ryoukai this is one step further. And then ryoukai shimashita is like the middle part, you know. So like you would say it to anyone like that is not your friend. But
Okay.
then keigo ryokai itashimashita.
Okay. 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 Dang, man. There definitely is a lot. It's so interesting because it's like it's just like levels to politeness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes like I'll use it sometimes only in like texts because it comes out that way. Like I'll never say it because it just doesn't match if I say it, you know, because it's just like obviously uncomfortable saying it. Like if I'm typing it, it's never a bad impression if you type like too politely, you know, especially if it's someone you've never met before or something.
For sure. For sure. Okay. How do I say? Naruhodo.
Yeah.
Naruhodo.
なるほど. Yeah.
Naruhodo. Naruhodo. One thing stuck from the last call.
There you go. Good.
Naruhodo. Okay. So how'd you say it again? Yoi?
了解.
Yokai. Yokai. Yokai desu. Yokai deshita.
了解. Yeah, 了解しました.
Oh, yokai shimashita. Okay, I'm not even gonna try the Keigo one. Okay. But that's kind of like saying like I got it, affirmative, message received,
Yeah.
as opposed to like if I tell you something as friends, you might just be like, oh,
Yeah. But like just a 了解, I would maybe say between French.
oh, you're saying yokai des, you would say like in a text. But
I wouldn't even say this. I would just say 了解.
okay, okay.
Yeah, ryokai would be like if we were friends or like if we are both fucking working construction, we're partners, you know, and you tell me to do something, oh, like got it, ryokai. But if it's like my superior telling me, then ryokai this.
Got it, got it.
Boss telling me like, oh, ryokai shimashita.
Okay.
And then maybe if it's like my boss at a new company that I'm trying to get into, I would say ryokai itashimashita.
Okay, got it. That makes totally sense. Okay. Nice, nice. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we definitely made a lot of progress today for sure. Thank you
Oh,
so
yeah,
much, man.
no, guaranteed. That was
Uh,
a that was a banger lesson.
Hell yeah. Nice, man. I've been like,
Like sometimes like oh, no, Japanese isn't easy, but then as I teach it, I'm like, oh, I guess it can be kind of complicated if you go into all the fucking nooks and crannies. But
yeah, you're like, I don't know, because you would you say that Japanese is your first language?
it's my first, but it's not my is first. Yeah, is first this is the same. Is first language the same as my native language?
Hmm.
Because I'm English, I'd say, but Japanese is my first.
Right, 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 right. But you learned you absorbed it. You didn't learn it in school.
I didn't learn it ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like you ever had to go back and study it. You like always knew it, even though maybe you
Hmm.
spoke English more, or did you?
No, yeah, I never. Even though but like I did go to Japanese school, but that was only to learn like hiragana and stuff. But like my mom was teaching me too, but I think like just to like get the basics a little bit faster and better.
Right.
But yeah, it was all natural.
Right. No one had to explain to you like what ni means or what o means.
No, yeah, those kind of stuff, not at all.
Yeah, or nai, mashita, all that kind of like it just is like inside of your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
also
like
really I suck at it too because I never really learned.
yeah, but same with all Japanese people in Japan. They didn't re I guess they do, right? Because we go to English class in Hawaii, right?
Mm, yeah,
And you learn what the fuck is a verb and an adjective and a pronoun or whatever.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
That's why like fucking since I've moved here, my Japanese has fucking gone way.
I bet. Yeah. Because I mean, you definitely speak Japanese with your wife, but like in Hawaii, but there's not that many other people you're talking Japanese to.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. Like, but okay, like would you say like, elementary and middle school, would you say you were pretty like, and I guess even in elementary school, like even you're not necessarily fluent in your native language, but would you say you were better at Japanese then than you are now or in 2017?
Was I better in Japanese then compared to
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Like when I was speaking it every day at my house, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, better now because
And what about like middle school compared to like 2016 when you were living in Waikiki?
oh, better younger probably.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah. So it's definitely like, yeah, just thinking about like how, because I feel like I don't think I'm where you're at with my Spanish, with your Japanese, but I've hit this like point with my Spanish where I fucking understand like pretty much everything that's going on.
Mhm.
So I'm learning everything else so much faster. I was like, holy shit, like every day I can like notice myself getting better at Spanish.
Mhm.
Whereas Japanese, I do not feel like I'm getting better. Or even like the first whatever 90% of my Spanish journey, it was like a struggle. It was like fucking oh my
Yeah,
God, oh my God. And then one day it was just like boom, you know?
yeah. Well, I
So
feel like it's not one of those things where you go up and then it's gonna plateau. It's like you plateau in the beginning and
exactly.
then you get to a point and climb. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely like how it feels. And it's crazy because like there's so many times where I just wanted to give up and then I didn't even know like it just happened one day and then I was like looking back like holy shit, like I've been understanding a lot of shit lately, you know?
Mm.
But
Yeah, dude, I give you fucking props for being able to learn. Like, fuck that. I can't, like, I learned Spanish, right? And that as soon as I finished that class, it was gone. And I learned Samoan, but as soon as I learned after the class was finished, it was done. Like, to continue learning and to learn other languages is a fucking crazy thing. Like, just because I speak bilingual, I've never learned, like,
right, right, right,
I've never
right.
learned any languages in my whole life. I'm just fucking speaking what I know.
Bro, well, get
So,
fucking ready because we're gonna flip the script in a year. You teach me Japanese for 1 year, and then I'm gonna teach you Spanish next.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go
Fuck
skiing
yeah.
in Argentina or fucking ride motorcycles across Mexico or some shit.
Thank you guys. That wraps it up for the Tim Ferriss's 12 golden sentences to jumpstart a new language. We got some good ideas for future lessons coming up, so stay tuned. And then we are Shaka Nippon.